In the stark, frozen expanse of the Arctic wilderness, a grotesque scene unfolds that would chill even the most hardened of hearts. A magnificent polar bear, the epitome of strength and grace, now stands as a harrowing testament to nature's brutality. Its once pristine white fur is matted and grotesquely stained, revealing a horrific wound that ravages its shoulder. A ghastly hive of angry, buzzing bees has taken up residence, inflicting a terrifying reality on this majestic creature. The bear, usually feared as a ruthless predator, becomes a victim of an unexpected assailant, honeybees. While these tiny insects are typically associated with flowers and honey, this encounter emphasizes a dark twist of fate, a stark reminder of the unforeseen horrors lurking in nature's fold. As we delve into the unsettling details of the bear's plight, the cold reality emerges. The hive, swollen and pulsating like a diseased mass, infects the bear's thick hide with a swarm of stinging agony. Each bee, in its frenzy to defend the hive, delivers repeated venomous assaults, leaving the bear wounded and disoriented. While bees usually play a vital role in pollination, their invasion exemplifies an unnatural shift. Hybrid systems at play when environmental disruptions coax these normally docile insects into defense mode against larger threats. The bear, which relies on its keen senses to navigate the icy terrain, now finds itself in a war it never prepared for. The dance between predator and prey takes an absurd twist, where the prey becomes a titan felled not by an apex predator. In the fathomless depths of the ocean, where darkness reigns and silence is the only companion, a monstrous spectacle unfolds, one that is both captivating and grotesque. Meet a majestic whale gliding through the cold waters, a titanic creature of grace and splendor. Yet, upon closer inspection, the beauty of this ocean titan is marred by horror. On its side, a ghastly wound festers, an unsightly cluster of barnacles that cling tenaciously to its flesh, turning the body of this once pristine marine giant into a veritable battleground. The barnacle infestation has transitioned from a mere nuisance to a grotesque horror, painting a stark image of life's unyielding cycle. Barnacles, small crustaceans that thrive in marine environments, have found a home on this whale, feeding and growing to sizes that can lead to significant injury and infection. When these tiny invaders attach themselves to the whale's skin, they create a rugged landscape of hard, sharp shells, ironically resembling a jagged armor, but also a weighty burden. With each beat of the whale's massive heart, the irritation grows, and the potential for even greater damage looms. This infestation becomes increasingly severe as more barnacles settle in, creating a colony that can weigh hundreds of pounds. The whale is not just carrying the added weight of its companions. It suffers from open wounds where the barnacles dig in to feast on its flesh, inviting bacteria, causing infections, and leading to a slow and agonizing decline. As we delve deeper into the lives of barnacles, we observe a fascinating yet unsettling process of survival. These crustaceans, in the dim light of a late afternoon, we venture into a world where nature's beauty collides with its brutality. Imagine a horse, majestic and strong, now marred by a ghastly spectacle. A massive hive, teeming with frenzied bees, has become an unwelcome parasite on its back. The scene is horrific, a pulsating mass of chaos where the once smooth, glossy coat is forced to accommodate a grotesque tumor, speckled with the signature black and yellow of its stinging tormentors. This isn't just any injury. It is a wound that tells a story of negligence and the consequences of man's complicated relationship with the natural world. The horse stands helpless, its large brown eyes revealing confusion and pain. This creature, typically the embodiment of grace and power, now wears a crown of buzzing despair. It sways nervously, muscles taut, as thousands of bees swarm around the hive nestled in its flesh, each one capable of delivering a blistering sting. The hive, a network of honeycombed wax cells, is a testament to nature's remarkable architecture, but in this case, it is a prison, a cruel creation of instinct and survival that descends into horror when interacting with unsuspecting hosts. The dark underbelly of this scenario unfolds further as we examine how the infestation occurred. It begins with the bees, a colony led by a queen refusing to be displaced. What starts as a simple quest for shelter spirals into a catastrophic violation of the horse's body. The bees, undoubtedly following their instinctive need to find warmth and safety, have chosen the hollow of a wound or perhaps a neglected sore as the ideal location for their home. Instead of a bountiful harvest of nectar, they find an opportunity to convert flesh into fortress. The horse, initially oblivious, slowly becomes a host, a living embodiment of nature's relentless drive for survival. Unaware of its impending suffering, in the heart of the savannah, amidst the golden grass swaying gently in the breeze, lies a figure of haunting beauty, a white lion, a rare and majestic creature. But as we draw closer, a dark and gut-wrenching tale unfolds before our eyes. This is not merely a lion basking in the sun. This is a lion ravaged by an unfathomable affliction, a horrific wound festering on its body, a fruit of nature's most industrious tormentors, the bees. As the camera zooms in, the grotesque reality becomes chillingly clear. The lion, once a formidable ruler of the plains, now bears a gruesome hive wound, resembling a sinister, pulsing mass of honeycomb and tragedy. The stark contrast of its pristine fur against the sickly yellow and brown of the hive draws a visceral reaction, a shudder that courses through the spine. Questions emerge like wildflowers in a spring meadow. How did this majestic beast become a victim of such an inexplicable plight? How can something as innocuous as a bee lead to such a brutal confrontation with nature? The answer lies deep within the twisted realities of ecological balance and the infamous instincts of survival. The once gorgeous mane, now dulled with grime, frames a face that epitomizes the harshness of life, a living testament to the brutality of nature's design. Situated beneath layers of fur is a hive, a cluster of bees working tirelessly, each sting a reminder of the lion's struggle, each buzz a haunting note in the symphony of despair. Bee infestations in wild animals are rare, yet they are no less gruesome. When a lion stumbles upon a disturbed hive, particularly in times of desperation or curiosity, the consequences can be dire. As the lion brushes against the hive, attracted by the sweet scent of honey, it inadvertently invites an army of bee guardians. These, driven by instinct to protect their territory, launch an all-out assault. Their barbed stingers penetrate the lion's skin, delivering venom that, when combined with the weight of the hive, creates a harrowing scene of suffering. It is not merely the physical pain. In the dim, cold specter of the Arctic landscape, a colossal figure looms with an unsettling presence. Striding across the icy expanse, the polar bear commands attention, fierce, majestic, and undeniably vulnerable. But as the camera pans closer, the viewer's stomach churns at the sight of what should be the king of the tundra, a horrific barnacle wound marring its once pristine coat. Here, in this stark wilderness, nature lays bare its duality of beauty and grotesqueness. As we delve into the lives of these magnificent creatures, we uncover the haunting tale of this bear, a story that is as shocking as it is educational, filled with revolting realities about the natural world that may leave you questioning not just nature's cruelty, but humanity's role in this dark tapestry. Picture this: a polar bear, weighing up to 1,500 pounds, gliding effortlessly over thick ice sheets, its snowy fur a beacon of the Arctic chill. Yet even this pinnacle of evolution is not immune to the ravages of parasites. The barnacle, a creature that thrives in the ocean's depths, has found a most unusual host. As we observe through the lens of scientific intrigue, we are confronted by the reality of barnacle infestation. What begins as an innocuous attachment of these crustaceans morphs into a grotesque symbiosis that is anything but benign. The barnacle larvae cling to the bear's skin, embedding themselves where sunlight and ice rarely touch, burrowing deep into the flesh and wreaking havoc on the animal's body. With piercing shells, these marine hitchhikers latch onto the bear, often infecting it with open wounds that ooze and fester, resulting in a grisly sight that is both fascinating and repulsive. The bear's once sleek fur becomes a canvas of clusters and patches, thick growths of barnacles that itch and irritate, robbing the bear of its dignity. This invasion conjures discomfort, as the essence of life is stripped away, not by fang or claw, but by the simple act of attachment to another. Scientific studies reveal that these barnacles can be as detrimental to the bear as they are to their natural habitats, impacting its health and ability to hunt. An infected polar bear, burdened by these crustacean colonies, becomes a shadow of its former self, struggling for survival in an already unforgiving world. As we watch our colossal friend lumber with difficulty, it serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of life, exposing the vulnerable. In the heart of a lush green forest where sunlight dapples through the leaves, a startling image emerges: a deer, majestic and gentle, limping through the underbrush. But as the camera draws closer, awe turns to horror. A grotesque sight greets the eyes. At first glance, it resembles a cruel decoration, an entanglement of barnacles clinging to the creature's leg like a sinister crown of sea creatures. These are not mere imperfections. They are the heralds of an infestation that illustrates nature's darker side, leaving a lasting impression of disgust and intrigue. The barnacle, a crustacean more commonly associated with the hard surfaces of ocean life, has made its unwelcome abode on this unsuspecting deer. As the viewer looks on, the ghastly reality settles in. Barnacles are known for their tenacity. They are born to cling, using calcareous shells to attach themselves to surfaces, often leaving a trail of suffering in their wake. In this case, nature has spun a grotesque tale of survival and parasitism. Once attached, these barnacles delve deep into the skin, siphoning nutrients, and essentially turning the deer into a living buffet. The wound festers, a sinister amalgamation of blood, tissue, and barnacle carapaces, creating a landscape of chaotic beauty that repulses yet fascinates. While nature often operates on principles of coexistence, this instance leaves a bitter taste. A once proud animal reduced to a pitiful vessel, its gait hindered, marks a stark reminder of the fragility of life. Every barnacle glistens menacingly, a testament to their indifferent survival instinct, while the deer bears the burden of this infestation.